Hi everyone, it's Linda. So today I bring you my completed to this point March to June planner. You all saw this in a previous video. This is my Jan to Feb. I only have 1 week left in it. I don't really have lots of things to say or do, but right, I did do some stuff in here, but my most favorite thing are these charms for Feb, and there's my bookmark, and there's this week. Nothing much happening yet. I have written on some of these extra little things, and some weeks I haven't. Like this week I didn't write anything, but yeah. I might take these charms off, or I might just leave them on for now. This next week will go on my shelf with my other planners, my pretty planners. Anyway, I love it. I love these guys so much. So I duplicated this on my second of 3, because I will have to do a July to December planner. But in the meantime, I finally got this done. So this is for 4 months. Same idea as that one. This fabric was from Dawn, C'est La Vie Dawn. I found it in my stash, so I took a piece and I lined it. I put batting, and then I put just regular muslin, and I quilted it with the all over pattern. Yeah, those are, it's chalk. I should rub it out, but I can't be bothered. I figure it eventually will wear off for sewing. And then I added some doilies. I was going to do an all over pattern, and in the end it was too hard to sew without it getting all caught up. And then I sewed this piece on the spine. And I also sewed this. Oh, I didn't realize how crooked it went. Well, whatever. It's my planner, right? I'm not selling it. So, yeah. So I sewed the tie down here, and then I did a stitch across on both sides. Okay. It was a simple, I just kept trying it out to make sure it slides in both sides. So I didn't do anything really special or complicated. So if you look at it, I have 4 fun tags. Wait, I don't know if this light will help. Okay, sorry. So I did 4 fun little dangles, I should say. So there's March with the clover. April with some like Eastery colors. That was a dangle I made a while ago with the buttons. May, I just thought I'd do some flowers for the upcoming planting season. And June, I might change it up, but that's just for bright color, blue sky, summery weather. Now, the problem was I screwed up, and when I glued down these tags, I went to this page first and thought I was in March. So I did March, April. I was going to do May and June. Well, I put April here, not realizing it was April until anyway. You know what? It's my planner, my boo-boo. It's not the end of the world. And so March is here, and then April, May, and then the only thing another thing that I wish I hadn't done was put June so low, because this now, I don't know if you can see it, but it hangs down below the book. Not that far, really. I guess because I trimmed this up. Like after I finished it, I had too much space available, so I sewed another, that's what that is. I sewed another seam. Anyway, so it's kind of wonky, but I love it. Okay, so let's have a look at it. So here's the first page. Now, the thing is, you're supposed to, you can write on this. So I can do what I plan to do for March. I don't really do those sorts of things. And I might have made some birthday notes in, as you'll see in the planner. Anyway, so there's my calendar, and then a few little fun things, and then the matching tab with my dangle. And then I made this, I wasn't sure what color to do for a bookmark, and in the end I just chose this. I took This is scrap paper, scrapbook paper, one-sided. So I glued coffee dye paper to the back of it, and then I scored it and folded it in half and glued that back. So it's like 4 layers of paper. And then I had some extra paper, so I cut out a tab. And yeah, and that's it. It's just my bookmark. So I stuck to, because it's still wintry, I stuck to a winter theme. So this is next week. So I stuck to winter. And then the next week, again, some birthdays. I did a gesso and some stamping. And this can come out and it can be written on the back as well as the front. Okay. So that's just, okay, I'll leave that there for now. And then here's St. Patrick's Day. I kind of stuck to green. I just flipped that out for interest. This can flip up, so I can, if I really need to, I can write on here. But there's there again. This is a napkin, and then I stamped some flowers. There's a little cluster there. This I love. This flower pot idea came from G. Kerr. I highly recommend you check it. A lot of the things I've done, she's one of the people I've copied the most. Like, I've done projects like this because of her. She has a ton of great ideas. Anyway, so I velcroed this. So yeah, she shows you how to make this, and you can do it any size really. And so yeah, I gessoed it, added a piece of paper. I even made it so that there's I can slide something in the back, as you can see. And because I wanted some interest, because it's a flower pot, I stuck this giant flower ephemera that I got. Sorry, I can't remember from where. I think we all got them in those big packs from Dollar Tree. Okay, they're not that big, but from Dollar Tree, I believe. Anyway, and then Easter starts, so I did an Easter basket. I couldn't find a nice sticker or ephemera that looked like a basket, so I took all my extra. I had a piece of wood grain pattern paper from one of our little pads that we picked up from probably Dollar Tree, could have been Dollarama. And I cut them into strips, and then I weaved them, and then I believe I weaved them onto, I think I glued it down onto coffee dye paper, and then I made it so it can open a little bit. It's an accordion, and I stuck a tag in there, and I just glued some twine down, and then with some fun chipboard pieces from a Tim Holtz pack, I glued Easter. Okay, I really hope I haven't been out of frame. So my son's birthday, but the day before is Good Friday. And then here we are into April, and there's my angle, as you already saw. So I just have some things there, my calendar. Again, I can write on these if I want, if I choose to. And then there's beginning of April, my father-in-law. I did another one of these because I love these crisscross ones, but I'm thinking I guess I should have done another one. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but for interest's sake. So these can be written on if I don't have enough room here. And then, so I made a pocket for this little seed thing that came in one of the pads of paper I used for this. So I also made a tag at the back, and a journaling card that goes in here. And also, if I really wanted to, I can squeeze something in there. Aren't I clever? And then another week of April. A card again. Made just a simple little pocket. I just left it as a design here. And then here we are. I decided I like the look of different fonts and colors and stuff here. So I didn't think ahead of time. So I think April, May, and June each have one, but I didn't think to do it in Jan, Feb, or March. So, but I did, as you saw, I did have it for the first week of January, only because I didn't have the sheet pre-printed. So, but then I realized I liked that look best. So anyway, so this just happened to be a crossover from one month into another. So more birthdays mentioned. This, I can write a little note on there. It's very plain. See, this is what I mean when I say I'm not very artistic. Like, I loved my idea of this little card. And I'll probably put another leaf there. Like, I didn't do anything to, you know, like someone who has a bit of artistic talent would do other things to this or dress it up a bit. I left it very plain. That's a brad. And then I glued it, like, I always, whenever I put a brad on anything, I always put a little piece of paper or tape or something over the actual brad, and then it gets covered up, unless it's going to be encased in paper. So there's that flower. I think she's really cute. And then we're into May. So here's the May dangle. I put these here for interest. I ended up making this little card because these two papers are the same. It's just the background is different. Well, kind of the same pattern, but the background color is different, like a green and then or like a pink. Again, writing space there too. This is more for interest. There's no other, like, I layered this up with my layering rulers and put my calendar there. And then here we are, beginning of May, Mother's Day, another birthday, journaling card, just a simple, and more of these. These, like I said, came in one of the paper pads, a whole page of cutouts. This is just paper to write a note, right? One of these flip outs. And then I made these corner for it to sit. And just the paper, I think this is from the Delilah pack that Dollarama suddenly was selling these 6 different pads of paper. That was from Delilah. And then here we are. Oh, this is like different scrap paper, and yeah, and I put it on a brad to make it more fun. This was one of those tile stickers from Dollar Tree. Yes, my 29th anniversary, wedding anniversary. You know, sometimes they're a big deal, sometimes they're not. Okay, Victoria Day week. Victoria Day is a Monday, as always, the 24th. It actually falls on the 24th for once, which is fine. So this is napkin, and I just sewed it to tone down the bright color, and then I glued down some paper from writing. Nothing very exciting. And now we're into June. So this can be flipped up, as well as I can, you know, and this is just glued down for interest. Same with that, my calendar for June. And as you saw, my dangle for June. The purple, that's from one of the, no, sorry, that's from one of the books, scrapbooks from Michael's. I used a few different ones. So this is the end of May into June. So I just decided to do like a frame, and I used the wood paper, and then I glued down some flower ephemera. I believe that was from the States, some K&C company ephemera packs. And then here we are into June. So this is that paper that matches the bookmark. This is just a piece of paper folded up to be written on. This was for interest. And I got my punch to work. This is one of those, it's a Fiskars punch. It's called Lace, and it has three different designs. And I find that whenever I'm punching any of those corner punches, and whenever I'm punching, they tend to slip, so it always gets ruined. So I have to actually do it not just do it upside down, but try and hold the paper at the same time. And I have to push the whole thing down. But I got it to work because I really didn't want to wreck that. I really didn't want to have to now cut it out and do it differently. But that's a belly band, and I just decided to add that as interest. And then I was trying to do something that I saw somewhere else, but I hadn't looked at it since on Foxy Crafters Facebook page. Somebody put like ripped pieces and collaged it around the edge of the sheet. And I liked that idea. So I just sort of did that with some scraps from earlier. And I put a piece of lined paper underneath for writing. And then here we are. Here's another one with a different fonts and colors of June. So here, I haven't tested this. Ooh, I put Velcro. And I have lots of writing spot there. But I put this is just butterfly paper from one of the pads. Yeah, it works. Okay, good. Because I want to do like a little gatefold. So, yeah, so that's that. And then here's the end of June into July. So this is like the last page. This is just a flip. Sorry, it should just be flipped. It's glued down. And then on this side is where you do the summary for June, for the month. This is just glued down for interest. This is just more of that paper from Delilah, and that can be written on the back, and then that's it. So I just thought this paper clip was fun. I don't want it to be careful. Oh, maybe I don't need to use it because I don't want to rip anything. Anyway, so that's it. That's my planner for March to June. So now I'm going to be looking for, I do have some books, I'll have to have a look at them, but I'm going to have to look for another book to start setting up for July to December for 6 months. I'm pretty sure I could fit 6 months into here, into something like this. I did the like rip however many pages and then glue them together, right? So I know they all tend to go the one side. I'm not sure why that was happening, but anyway, that's my planner. So my next job will be to start work on the rest, my third planner of 2021. I know, broken into 3. I hope I can squeeze 6 months into it. I should be able to. Anyway, so that's it. I hope you guys like it. I'm very pleased with it. I just did a zigzag stitch along the edges. And like I said, I just did a meandering. I might have to glue that down there with some fabric tack. Maybe little bits. I knew like I should have went back in, but the sewing machine foot was turning things over. Like over here, it went wonky, but then I didn't. Anyway, it still looks fine. And I can even pin. I can put like a dangle at the front if I wanted to. I don't think I will, but I do somehow want to put 2021, and that's why I'm on the lookout for number beads. Like these beads are beautiful, and I have the white with black writing, the black with white writing, and then the white with the color, and they're great, but there are no number beads. So Maggie suggested I check out Walmart, and I have seen them on Amazon, so if I'm really getting desperate, I'll order from there. But I was really hoping I could just walk into a store and buy them, which is what I prefer. I'm old-fashioned. Anyway, so that's my scoop. I hope you guys like it, and I'm done rambling, and I'll talk to you later. I got to get back to work. Bye, everybody.